I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The Bulls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
So now it's 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And after the failed connection on 2nd down, this offense faces a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Smith. Smashes ahead. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Walker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for a gap. It's Walker. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Spins away from the defense. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Ward. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Unleashes to the end zone. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Powers through the defender. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. To the air on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. It'll be a draw. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Finds his man. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They'll immediately call timeout. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. They'll They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Bulls line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Trying to bull his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Mooney. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Sweet cut there. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Boone. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down. QB got it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! They off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. Found the seam on the back. Pass to 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Memphis.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bauman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So So we open the final period with a third down play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's loose down the middle. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That might be the proverbial fourth-quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Middle Tennessee. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snags it over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Street. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys on space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Quickly out to the tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Find some fresh air. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Does the short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Clements. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. They stop him again and not. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Bulls send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 15. And they're going to score again. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Payne. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.